Hey guys, it's Jaydog, and today I'm going to review every season of my Chapter 1 of Jaydog PVP. So I'm gonna go down all POIs, why the map sucked and all the mechanics, and just why I didn't like Chapter 1 so much. And my Chapter 2 is in the works, and it is a massive improvement on Chapter 1. So let's get into the video. So here we are. We are in Season 1 of Chapter 1. Now this is my very first published map, so, it wasn't too good. I mean, we got OG Spawn Island. We'll just quickly go over POIs. I'm sure you guys have already seen my other video, but we have Wolf Woodlands, the OG, Salty Suburb, which this road really annoyed me when I was trying to make the map, so I just never fixed it. Like in the entire of Chapter 1, there's like no decoration inside of these buildings, which really pissed me off. Rear Waterfall, this was the nature tree, which I wasn't going to use the roots, but then the roots came out, and so I used them. And that's where this map decided to have a problem. We have mushrooms and roots. Now, I don't know what I was thinking by using purple trees, because people think I'm just copying Fortnite, but when I was thinking of this map, it was originally going to be red and yellow, so there's that. Now here is the worst desert I've ever done. I tried to use only modular terrain, and as you can see, it is pretty poo. I mean, it's flat. I don't really like it. It looks pretty ugly. This was supposed to be a Neo POI with more buildings, but just cyber scars. Here's a landmark, and this is probably the worst POI I've ever made. Chaos Coliseum. I tried to make a custom Coliseum, and it turns out this is the most poo thing I've ever made. Here is Banana Bridge, when it was originally a landmark. That's probably the best spot on the map. Spellex Station, I liked that. Creamy Crossroads. Now this is OG Creamy. This doesn't have any decoration inside the buildings, but as you can see in future season, it becomes Couchy Crossroads and there's decoration. This area is also a pine tree area in future season, and don't know what happened here. I remember this. I really liked this actually. It wasn't a POI. It was just a little landmark. I tried to make these buildings look like the ones from Camp Cuddle. Yeah, and then we have the OG mushroom biome, which was just dirt, and I'm gonna be honest, was shit because I just copy and pasted these mushrooms everywhere. Rainbow Root was pretty bad. What's this? Shroomy Shacks. Yeah, shacks. There's like 3 of them. So for season 1, I mean, it was my first ever published map, so I'm pretty happy about that at the time. But I'm gonna be honest, this map is just, season 1 is poo. There's like no rocks on the map. There's no decoration. It's just all over the place. It's got a really bad biome. So that is season 1. The codes are also up the top if you want to check them out. Now, here we are in Daddy Gravy in season 2, Rooted. Now this is where I changed spawn islands. There's now a bunch of, ooh, roots have no effects. That's cool. But this is when I got all the reality roots, and I wanted to do a season with them. It was supposed to end up differently, but yeah. So this is where I changed the rift that was just here, where it just spawned you up in the middle. Now you got to choose north, east, south and west. Wolf Woodlands got changed to Apartment Avenue, which later gets changed in season 3. It's an apartment and a couple of buildings. I didn't mind this spot, it was pretty cool. And then I don't think much people knew about this. So underneath this waterfall there was the only grapple glove on the map. This light, I don't know why. Old me would probably know. We have ravaged ruins. Now this is when the castle came out. People thought it was a prefab, but it is not. Just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is. Now it's got a bunch of alien stuff, mushrooms, roots as you could tell. So apparently this is a bloom hereby. So there's a bloom quest. I don't know what it was. I think it was like gain shields. Yeah, gain shields, and then you get like a bunch of exotics. So that was a really cool mechanic. I was going to do it with other POIs, but obviously didn't work, and that annoyed me. Then we have the fantasy biome, which I think is way better than the desert biome. First of all, Banana Bridge is now an official POI. We have a new building here, and just a lot more buildings, and looks way brighter, which I think looks amazing. We have fungi farms over here, just farms, but obviously in the fantasy biome. Got a few mushrooms there, don't mind it. Still no decoration, don't know why there's an umbrella here. So that is the fantasy biome. Now we have Whoa! Couchy Crossroads. Now you can see there's a lot more decoration here. It's way better than Creamy Crossroads, which basically just copied Fortnite. We have these buildings here, a casino here. This whole entire POI is decorated with couches. Oh, that's why it's called Couchy Crossroad. Now this is supposed to be the start of the other POIs getting decorations, but never got up to it. And as you can see, this entire mushroom biome got changed. All the mushrooms came over here to Coral Cabin. There was originally an island here with a bunch of cabins. I tried to make this like side of a mountain. Didn't really work out as I expected it to. It is pretty poo, I'm gonna be honest. It does look pretty cool with these roots standing up, with this big tree. Coral Cabin, it's got a bunch of coral buildings, and took up the entire place that was here. So it connected the mushroom biome and this island here with the cabins. Sleepy shoreline. It's POI. I do like this spot. I was gonna make it more futuristic, but I didn't. And as you can see, the entire mushroom biome is gone. I didn't really like it, so I just got rid of it and changed it. So now it's this. Yeah. Big island. Now, this is where a lot of things change. I'm gonna turn off the sky dome, and then I'll start from over here. Here is the sky dome. Now, lucky, I ended there a few days ago, and there is a lock. I think I know why. Oh no, right, I do not. Daddy Gravy's joined the island. So, we have this entire part of the map changed once again. We have the Celestial Prism here, which is now cubed, because Jonathan fused with it. But the Celestial Prism made the entire island cold. So it's frozen. We have temples and a snow jungle, which I think is really cool. And then over here, we also did have Colombo. Towards the end of the season, it started flooding the islands, so that's why there's some water. Shivering Shipwreck, it's meant to be a pirate POI. I think it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Season 3 is probably my favourite. Then we have this entire part of the island you changed once again. Now I did not like this side of the island, so that's why I changed it. We have stealthy shafts, which is someone's favourite POI. I think that person knows who they are. Looks like Shifty and looks amazing. Then we have Burger Burbs, which has, when you play the game, like with the code, it will have these buildings here, but for me it doesn't, because I had to get rid of these buildings so I could place down Jonathan. So there's also a Der Burger building there, and yeah, and then these roads came over to Slurp Station, which is a landmark. I don't know why these buildings aren't showing here. And then Rise Resort, which is a POI that one of my friends made, and it has Jerry, who is Terry's cousin. We'll go to the actual jungle. We see nothing much, just change a banana bridge. Fungi Farms? No, I thought it was Fungi Farms, or no, it was called Forest Farms, sorry. Don't know why it's called Festive Farms. But yeah, I mean, not much changed this season apart from the snow in this entire area. So it had some of the biggest changes, but story wise just didn't have much. And I knew that this was going to be the end of the Jaydog PVP. I did have a season 4 planned, but after I released it I just didn't add much, because I started working on chapter 2 as soon as I finished this, because I knew I could improve, and that's what I'm going to do with chapter 2. So thank you all for watching as I review all seasons of chapter 1 of Jaydog PVP. Remember to use code DOGJ in the item shop and like